Boot laces. You ever have a pair of boots that you really love? Kind of you love so much that you glue them back together multiple times. I've already glued the fronts together at least twice, so I might as well glue it back together. And it's still got tread. But the boot laces keep breaking. I'm rough on these boots. They're comfortable boots. I wear them doing hard work, riding tractors, driving skid steers, plowing over trees, digging up holes, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. But the boot laces, both of these broke within like a week of each other. And so I need some new boot laces. And to top it off, who makes a boot lace 63 inches once it's stretched out? That's just weird. So apparently that length is very popular with the Redhead brand, which is a Bass Pro Shop in Cabela's. So I'm not going up there to buy any. I haven't ordered any. I need boot laces now. What am I going to do? So I've got a solution. It's not original. It's just a little something I thought I'd share. Like I said, this isn't an original idea, but I wanted to share it anyway. So I've got my broken boot lace. Not completely broken, but just worn out to the point of I'm not trusting it to last much longer. I have some paracord from my brother, and this is easily obtainable. You can go to Walmart and buy a 50 or 100 foot roll, for lack of a better term, of paracord for about $5. You get it in multiple colors. This is good for 550 pounds. You're never going to put that much load on it as a shoe. So I figured, what the heck, I'd give this a shot. I've seen some other outdoorsy guys do this. So I'm going to start off. I've got the end. It's been cut. My brother had an intention for this. He had some paint on it. I don't know what his intention was, so I'm going to use it this way. Cigarette lighter to burn the ends. Melt it down so that it doesn't fray, because this is, I think it's polyester, and there are, I think, 8 strands on the inside, and this may not actually be paracord, but it's close enough, and I've got it on hand. Aglets. You need aglets. Aglets. These little things on the end are called aglets. Ooh. These are aglets. I learned this from an episode of Phineas and Ferb on Disney Channel. You need some aglets just to make it a lot easier for you to tie your shoes together. And for this, we're going to use some heat shrink tubing. Got a couple of different sizes here. This is the smallest, which I think will fit the best. And it surely does. So I'm going to cut off a section. I'm going to cut off 2 sections. I'm going to cut off 4 sections because I need 2 laces. I'm going to cut this off about 3/4 of an inch. And we'll get started on the first one. I'm just going to lace this over the top so that it covers the end. And again, this is really just to help lace literally lace the string, the paracord, the rope, the whatever you want to call this, through the holes so that it doesn't fray. And we're going to melt this down very gently. And there we go. We have an aglet. So for your aglets, rinse and repeat. And now we're going to measure this out and cut our boot laces. You could measure it, or you could also just string out your existing, not completely broken shoelace. I got a couple of clamps here, just hold it together. Okay, so I've got a binder clip just holding the two together. I'm going to stretch this out. And that's the end. I'm going to measure this just to double check the overall length, and then I'll cut it. Okay, so I've got it measured off. Cut the other end of the boot lace, give it a little melt. Then I can put the aglet on. Sticky. I've got my heat shrink tube. Slide it down over the end. Be very careful. Not to overdo it. And set your hand hair on fire. Alright. That is a bootlace that I've tied into a bunch of knots. This bootlace should last for quite a while. I will make the other one and then lace them up. There. At this point they may not be the right length, but they're the same length. Alright, that is 2 bootlaces that are quote-unquote custom sized to meet Redhead / Bass Pro Shop boots. Made out of paracord, about $5 a roll. You can get 100 feet of it, and that's a lot. You can do the math. 100 feet divided by, in this case, 63-inch laces. I think I got the heat shrink tube at Harbor Freight. One day I was just wandering through there. You can get this anywhere, all your big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, of course, Amazon. Cuts anything scissors. Some sort of a heat source, cigarette lighter, stick, one of the fire sticks, or even a heat gun. Hair dryer might work. I've never tried it on heat shrink tube. And if you're really anal about doing it correctly, have something to measure with. Otherwise, make you a bunch of really cheap bootlaces, inexpensive bootlaces with some good quality material. They should last. Like I said, paracord is rated for about 550 pounds. Even the cheap stuff is going to be for a couple hundred. And if you can break a couple 100-pound bootlace, then make you some more. Yay! Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Too many hobbies, not enough time.
It's a theme song, y'all.